Hey guys, just wanted to do a real quick training with you about small groups. Normally, when we launch small groups after we haven't done them in a while, we'll pull in and do a big, huge training. But I think that we can accomplish this in 5 minutes or less. So I just have a few things I want to cover with you, and then I'm going to send you a little Google form that's a test of your knowledge, so to speak. And once you fill out that Google form, we will get you scheduled to lead a small group this weekend. So don't delay. Go ahead and finish that really quickly and get that sent in. Okay, so why do we do small groups? It's important to understand the why behind what we're doing. We do it because we're a relational church, and there's no way that we can take a room full of 100 kids and relate with each one of them if we do not break it down into smaller pieces. So we want to build relationship with the kids, and we want them to know your name, and I want you to know their name, and that's really important. So however you accomplish that within your small group, I want you to look at being able to figure out how to, if you make up a funny game with saying your names or whatever. So I'm going to show you my screen here so that you can see the small group lesson that you will have in your hand, and I will send it via email. So you'll need to look at this. We'll send it out the week before, and you guys can look over it and get to know the Bible story and the things that you'll be doing. So first, service will start in a small group setting, not in worship. So that's completely different than we've ever done. So you're going to start with your traditional get to know you question. You can use this one, or you can change it up and do something different if there's something else on your mind. Then you're going to quickly go through rules and strikes. Remember, if you look at the time here, you have 3 minutes to accomplish all of that. So don't spend a lot of time on rules and strikes, because that's not very fun for kids. The fun thing is getting to know their friends. Now remember, if kids are talking in your group really, really quiet and nobody can really hear them, make sure you just repeat back. Oh, did you say that your favorite song is Let It Go? That's cool. I like that song too, or whatever. That you're making sure that the kids hear and they stay engaged through that. Okay, then you're going to go into, it's actually, I don't think, called Spark, so I'm going to take that off, but it's actually just called the intro video within this curriculum. And that is basically where they're going to kind of touch on the Bible story. They'll touch on the main point. They'll touch on kind of everything. You guys are familiar with that. Then we'll go into our Bible lesson, Bible truth. We're trying not to use the word Bible story, because Bible story means to kids the story that my mom read me at bedtime that was not true. So we are going to provide you with that Bible truth lesson that you can study ahead of time. You're familiar with these because they have been taught in Kid Life by different people for the past few weeks in the sense of how they roll out. But I'm going to show you, oh, hey, there's a sneak peek at our new lanyards. That's not what I was going to show you. Here it is. Okay, so for this weekend, it is Lazarus is Raised. You're going to have some big pictures to hold up, or have kids hold up like this, like they would have been on the screen, but you're going to tell the story. Now remember, we do not want to read the story. Who wants to sit and listen to somebody read? That's so boring, and nobody wants to do that. So pre-read it before. Make yourself some notes that you can just glance at if you get distracted and forget where you're at in the story. But just make sure that you know it well. Okay, then you're going to go into, and also I just put in here, make this your own. If you want to bring a prop to make it more fun, or you want the kids to act it out, however you want to do it, just try your best to stay within the time frame that you're given for each of these things. Then you're going to go into our traditional small group questions, which is wow, huh, and do. Wow, what is something that stood out to you from today's story? Huh, what is something that you didn't understand? And do, what is something you found that you can do or obey from today's story? And you have about 5 minutes to cover that with your kids. Make sure you're involving all of your kids and then not just one or two are answering the questions. Then you're going to go into your What's Up video. That's going to be kind of your ending piece, and then you're going to get the kids to go back into the Kid Life Auditorium, sit with you, and they'll go straight into worship. So that's completely different. You're going to need to be ready to go and send them back in. Okay, so some other things that are important about small group is, or as they're going back into the Kid Life Auditorium, they're going to announce the winner of offering. Well, something different we're doing is offering is being taken up at entrance. So we'll just have the 2 buckets set there, and our entrance people will just ask the kids, do you have offering? They can go ahead and drop it in. And then we will just put it on the scales to weigh it once they come in there. Right before worship. We're going to try to speed through a lot of our large group stuff because we really, really want to spend most of our time in small groups. So this week we're averaging about 20 minutes we'll spend in small groups with our kids, and we're hoping to be able to spend a little longer just so you can get to know them more. It's very difficult to connect with kids in such a short time, as you guys know. So one of the things I want you to make sure is that you are talking loud enough that the kids can hear you. If they can't hear you, then the behaviors are going to get bad and things are not going to go well. So making sure you're talking loud. Make sure if you've got a behavior kiddo that's struggling, move them beside you. Have them come sit next to you, and then you can keep going. Make them your helper. Give them something to do. And then the other thing is just make this personal. Don't just make it about what's on this sheet. Make it personal. There's stuff that God will give you that is amazing ideas that you can still teach about Lazarus, and you can still teach about, you know, all the components that are on here, but you can make it personal. And I know that some of you guys are probably going to like bring candy or stickers or prizes or whatever, and you can do that. And if you have a request of something you would like to do, let us know. I don't mind to purchase something for your group. Okay, so just to wrap it up, we're going to be in small groups starting this weekend. We're going to make sure that the kids know your name. We're going to make sure that you know their name. So making sure that those name tags are on the front of the shirt makes it really easy. I want you calling them by name, not you in the blue shirt, okay? Making sure you're studying ahead. How can I study ahead? Check your email. All you guys that don't like to check your email, you're going to have to check your email to be able to participate in this. Okay, and then make sure that you have control of your group. Talk loud, make it fun. Don't talk in a monotone voice. Use your inflection in your voice. And then making it personal. That's the last part of just leading your small group. Okay, I'll be posting a little quiz for you guys to take, and I can't wait. Once you do it, then you will start seeing yourself scheduled for small groups. Thanks, guys.